Hi, my name is Eliza, and we're here with Hip Hop Weekly in the lounge with KRIS LOFTON from the hit television show Empire. And we have a couple questions for him about the television show and about how he got started in acting. So let's get it kicked off with how did you get started in acting?
I got started in acting when I was about 12. I did a movie called Hardball about little kids in projects playing baseball with Keanu Reeves, the dude from The Matrix. Everybody know Neo. So that's why I say people might not know Keanu Reeves. People know Keanu Reeves. Everybody know Neo. So yeah, I did that. I just heard something on the radio on WGCI saying there was some people in town looking for young black boys that play baseball. And I just told my mom, I was like, yo, Mom, take me to what the radio said. I don't know what they talking about. I'm young, I'm black, and I play baseball. So I feel like I fit the description. So take me there. And they ended up picking me to be in a movie.
So it was a great opportunity. You kept doing it.
Yeah, I kept doing it. I fell in love with it because I had never acted before. I never been in anything, no commercials, not nothing. I was just a normal, I was all about sports, a normal kid.
Do you think that being normal actually helped you? Like further your career, like just being yourself?
Well, yeah, I'm able to be somewhat of myself in a lot of my roles. Not like the super crazy ones. Right. But sometimes, everybody got a little bit of crazy in them, but a little crazy is good, especially in acting. You got to be a little crazy to entertain, do what we do.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like it helped a lot because with Hardball, I wouldn't have gotten that because they specifically wanted non-Hollywood kids. They didn't want kids who had acted before them and had this long resume. They wanted real Chicago kids. So they held an open call. That's why I was on the radio. Anybody could show up. There was about 600 kids there, and they only picked 7. And I was one of those 7.
And so that kind of gave you the fire and the juice to keep staying in the entertainment industry?
I was too young. I was too young to even care or think about it like that, like a career. I was 12. I was just like, oh, I'm in a movie, and I'm with Neo, and I don't have to go to school tomorrow. I was just a kid, and I get to live downtown in a hotel. I was just a kid, and I could actually go buy the new Dreamcast. This one, Dreamcast, is out. You probably don't even know it. You don't know what Sega Dreamcast is, but I was balling back then at 12. I went to Toys R Us, dropped $300. I need Dreamcast, the new NFL. I need all that. And I'm living downtown on Rush Street in the hotel.
So wait, all that. Do you think all that gave you a high expectation in the industry of maybe being a little bit like, when you go for a role like Empire, do you think that that gives you a little bit of a high expectation of where you need to go? Then did it not make you want to go for smaller roles, or did you always want to go for those big roles right off top?
No, I knew that. Like I said, I didn't think about it like a business. I just kept doing. I thought it was fun, so I just always wanted to go back on that set. I just wanted that feeling again of being on set. So now that I'm older and I do think about it like a business, I think the fact that I have been doing it, because I'm 26 now, so I've been doing it for about 15 years. So now I feel like I only want big roles. Like, don't call me if it's an extra role. Don't call me if he has one line. Like,
well, you know your worth. That's it.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just like I don't want to do it. I'd rather not do it at all than do it like that.
How did you land the role on Empire? Was it management? Was it? What was it?
Well, I have an agent. I'm represented by Stewart Talent.
Right. You're in Chicago?
Yeah, they're based out of Chicago, but they have an Atlanta office and a New York office as well. And they just got me to audition, and it was a director's audition. So Lee Daniels was actually there. Lee Daniels is the same dude who made the Butler movie, and he's also working on the Richard Pryor movie right now with Mike Epps and Oprah. So that's gonna be dope. And he was actually there. I met him in my audition. He sat there.
Were you nervous?
Nah, I'm never nervous about nothing for some reason.
Why not? If there's money at stake, why aren't you nervous?
Because I don't think about it like that. Like, honestly, my views on a lot of things are a little different than the norm. And the way I feel about nerves is just like, honestly, the way I feel is half of the people around me when I have to speak in public or I have to do something that could be potentially nervous or nerve-wracking, I think about it like 9 times out of 10, I'll never see any of you again in my life, so what the hell do I have to do?
Right, what do you have to lose? Right.
And if I do see you again, it's going to be under better circumstances. Now,
that's nerve-wracking.
It's going to be in a situation where it's like, now we're peers, now we're colleagues, or now I'm more successful than I was last time, so I don't care. I don't care if somebody told me to stand up in front of 1,000 people right now and say whatever. I ain't going to see none of you again. And the next time I do, I'm going to probably be rich. So who cares? If I was embarrassed, I don't care. I just don't.
So what do you think is making Empire such an impactful show? It's having such a great impact on just culture, television. I mean, it grew really fast. So what do you think really was the catalyst behind pushing that show to the next level?
I think it was the chances that they took and the originality of the concept. Honestly, it was just like you know, everybody's talking the whole power versus empire thing, but like it's two totally different things, and one is on primetime TV and the other one's on cable. So it's limitations within itself with just knowing that. So I just feel like the chances that they took with being on primetime TV, like they can get fined and all type of stuff for some of the words they saying, some of the stuff that they're showing, the imagery, everything is risky for primetime TV.
Yeah.
Fox saying some of the stuff that they're saying, just taking that chance and pushing that button and just showing the world that a lot of people know nothing about, or they just have a lot of assumptions and they wonder, because everybody looks at entertainment as glamorous and just like, oh, they're so much better than me, but they showing you like, look, it's not necessarily greener on the other side. Look.
Right.
So do you love going to your normal job now?
So you think there's a reality factor to it?
It's a reality factor and it's real, and then it don't hurt when you get one of the top actresses in the game right now with Taraji to be the catalyst for everything. That don't hurt at all. So
do you think that Timbaland writing the music for it has a play in it, or do you think that sort of takes a back seat, or what do you feel like Timbaland's role is in pushing the show to the next level?
Well, see, to me with Timbaland, I just feel like I said, that makes it more of originality. Like nothing like that has ever been done before. Like these big time producers, they're not doing no TV, and if they are, they're doing it behind the scenes, like they're scoring movies on the low, like, you know, like David Banner get money out here scoring commercials and just he on the low though, but you don't get those people who are still relevant. Like he's working with Jay-Z, he's working with Beyonce, he's relevant.
I mean, he's been relevant for a long time.
And he's been relevant, and he's still relevant years and years later, and he's still relevant to this day. So for him to say, you know what, I'm gonna take this risk, it's a risk for him as well. It provided a whole nother fan base, because now people are watching, because now I want to see, wow, Timbaland made all the music for this, every beat, and that's what gives the show a real feeling, because it's not like these beats that corny people are trying to come up with because it's what they think hip hop's supposed to sound like.
And like we're trying to fit in and trying to fit the mold. The Timbaland is the mold. And like he makes the beats, he sets the tone, and he has for a long time.
Exactly, Timbaland's that dude, and it also makes it where it's like, okay, now every song that we do on this show is an original song, and it can be sold right away. It creates a whole nother revenue stream of income. It's just like, it's genius. Like everybody eats now. Like everybody eats. So as soon as the episode over, you can go buy the song on iTunes. Timbaland getting his money. The artist is getting their money. Fox getting their money. Everybody eats. That's what makes it a smart decision, because it's just like, otherwise, if the other dude would have produced a beat, nobody else would eat but him.
Right, but there also comes a quality and consistency factor with Timbaland that is sort of undeniable. So I guess my question for you is, with your character on the show, who would you say that inspired you, sort of motivated you? I don't want to say like gave you the idea for the character, but who sort of motivated you? Who do you look up to in the hip hop world, past or present, that would have inspired you and motivated you for your particular character?
That's a good question.
Because there's a lot of people.
Yeah, no,
that's why.
That's a good question. Well, yeah, my character, Kid Fofo, I feel like, honestly, I took a lot of myself into it. And like,
because you make music, so.
Yeah, I do music as well. I rap and I write and
so it's close to you already. It's not a far departure from your.
It was close to me, but I look up to a lot of cats. Like I look up to people like Meek Mill, just because it's closer to my age, and Drake is like, he's a close affiliate. Like I love his whole, everything about Drake is just dope to me. And Meek Mill, just for that side of me, because like, you know, I'm two different people, sometimes three. It's weird at times, but so it's like, I appreciate them for different reasons, and I took a little bit of me, and then, you know, sometimes people wish we could go so far in real life. So it's like, okay, cool, you're gonna let me be this character, and I wish I could probably say this in real life and get away with it and not feel bad, but now I can't, because I'm just acting. So now let me do what I wish I could do if somebody talked to me like that.
Right.
You know, and it's just like, that's what makes it dope to me.
So do you think that there's a record label in existence today that is similar to Empire? Or like kind of in the same vein?
I think it's molded off of, I think they're molding it off of like Bad Boy, the P. Diddy's and the Jay-Z's with the Rockefellers and Rock Nations. That's what I think they're molding it off of. I think those are the ones that's similar, the Bad Boys and the Cash Moneys and Young Moneys and stuff like that. OVO.
What do you think's gonna happen with your character?
We're still waiting to see, man. I'm trying to. The writers, they my best friends, so I'm trying to see where they want to take it, because, you know, me and Lucius and the whole Empire got a little beef right now, and Cookie not my best friend right now on the show, so I'm trying to see how they gonna get ready to flip it. It's gonna be fun though.
Now, do you read, as the show's going on, do you actually read or keep up with what the fans are saying? Like, do you read the live tweets? Like, as the show's rolling, do you actually keep up with it?
Oh, I'm glued to it. I'm glued to it. It's just, that's what makes it.
Now, what if you read somebody said, like, he's an awful actor, he can't rap, like.
I mean, people say, they said, yeah, Kid Fofo can't rap, but they never heard me rap on the show. Like, they didn't play none of my music yet. They're just assuming just because of what my character is and what everybody else on the show is saying. Like,
do you relate to Kid Fofo? Like, is there some of you in Kid Fofo where if somebody dissed you on a live tweet, would they be dissing you or are they dissing your character?
They dissing my character. I keep those two separate. Like, I don't feel like it's a personal attack. People, that's what makes shows and TV good anyway, because that's how you know you did your job as an actor. If somebody can walk up to you on the street, and I've had people do this, like, you need your ass whipped for talking to Cookie like that. I wanted to slap you myself. Like, that's dope. That means I did my job as an actor. People are walking up to the real me.
Right.
Like, yo, I was acting like, no, you don't need to talk to Cookie like that. Like, okay, okay. So that means we did our job. So I feel like I brought a lot of myself to it in that aspect.
So just because you're in the industry in both aspects, what kind of music moguls do you look up to? Like, what do you think about Jay-Z? What do you think about Diddy?
Yeah, no,
the main character in the show, Mr. Lyons, what do you think about him in sort of contrast to them?
In contrast to them, I think that I love where they're going with it. Mm-hmm. And I love it. Like I said, it's such an in-depth behind-the-scenes look. I haven't been that deep into the music industry yet and reached that pinnacle of success to where I could relate as much to what he's going through. But I can only imagine what people like Diddy and Jay-Z go through, and it's a dope depiction.
Would you want to take on a role like that? Not a role, not an acting role, but would you, as an artist, want to be a music mogul one day, like the Jay-Z, like the Diddy? Is that one of your personal dreams, or?
I wouldn't necessarily say, I don't necessarily have to be a music mogul. I just want to be able to do what I want, when I want.
So you want to have the availability?
In any aspect, even with acting. And that's why I love acting so much. Like, and honestly, why I made the decision. I had a full ride to college to play football and baseball. I turned it down to keep acting. I didn't even go. I chose this because you don't have to necessarily, I don't have to be Will Smith to be able to do what I want to do what I love, be straight, family straight, everybody good. I don't have to be that. I would love to, and I know I have full potential to be that, but I don't have to. In sports, if you don't make it to the NBA and you just overseas, you just normal, you just got a couple more dollars than the average dude, or if you're in baseball, if you just if you're not playing for the Cubs, but you're on their farm team,
right?
That's $80,000 a year.
So if you had a choice right now, you personally, would you choose music, your personal music, or would you choose acting? And
that's crazy you asked that. Me and my management talk about this all the time. Like, I just feel like with the type of person I truly am, who KRIS is, with my lifestyle and just my mentality, I'm viewed more so as a rapper than an actor. Like, when I tell people, oh yeah, I'm an actor and I've been in all of this, and they're like, really? They don't expect it because my persona is that of a rapper. So if I could choose, if I could be, I feel like people hold actors on a higher pedestal than they do rappers for some reason. I don't know why. They just do. They just feel like, I don't know. Actors are a little bit more. They're not expected to be in the club with a gun or in the tabloids doing super crazy rapper type stuff. They don't have the ounces of weed, but the whole time the actors are the ones doing all the drugs, and they are the ones riding around with guns, but nobody views them like they do a rapper. People just look down on rappers. But if I could have the image of an actor, but be a rapper and make the money and live the rapper lifestyle as opposed to being in the, I definitely would choose that.
But do you think that your role on Empire is going to inhabit your street cred to the point, if that's even like a term, I don't even know, but like, do you think it would inhabit, do you think your actor persona now, because you've been on such a hit television show as Empire, do you think it's going to inhabit your street cred to become the rapper on the same success level as Empire?
Could be. It could, but at the
like,
same
do you
time,
think guys that are like hard or whatever, they're gonna think that, okay, he's not a real rapper, he's actually just an actor, like he's soft, he's an actor? Because
that's the risk you take.
Because with rapping, you have to have a solid persona.
Oh yeah, and that's the risk you take.
If it's not real life,
exactly.
It's a solid persona, and acting really doesn't fit into that persona. So do you think that people are gonna view you some type of way?
I mean, sometimes, but those would be the people who don't know me or have never met me once in their life. Because I feel like anybody who's ever met me before, a lot of the people never think I'm acting. They say, all my text messages when they watching the show, man, bro, that's you. Like
we didn't know you could do that.
But so I don't think people would think that like, oh, he's soft.
So do you think you could play a role that's not so close to home?
Yeah, definitely. I have. It's just like people not talking about those. Right. I have played those roles. I've been the All-American kid on the national KFC commercial eating chicken pot pie with mom and dad. I've done that. But for some reason, the roles that people love me in is the tough guy, thug.
So it's a shoe fits wear it, right?
I'm aware.
So what can we expect from you in the next year?
Man, there's a lot of stuff. I do a lot of writing. I write a lot of my own scripts. I write movies and shows, and I just pitched the show to HBO with one of my other homies. His name is Royce Hawkins, and he's one of the stars of Chicago PD. Me and him working together on some stuff, and he went out to LA, pitched the show to HBO, so we're working on that. And I'm just trying to focus on my stuff, making my own, pave my own way, even if they won't let me in. But this gonna help Empire. That's why I'm so thankful to Empire and Lee Daniels, Danny Strong, Claire Simon, everybody who's a part of this process. I'm thankful.
So we're in Chicago right now. We're at Epitome Boutique in the heart of Chicago.
Yeah, shout out to Epitome Boutique.
Shout out to Epitome Boutique, of course. Yeah. And I guess, do you think that there's gonna be, this is my last question for you, do you think that there's gonna be an entertainment industry in Chicago now? We do have a nice ball rolling.
We have.
I mean, of course, we've had a ball rolling for a minute in music, but now we're getting some shows and some other entertainment avenues. Do you think that this is just the beginning, or do you think it's gonna peak here?
It's just the beginning, because honestly, Chicago been booming on the film side for a while. For a little minute now, it picked up real strong because they have the studios and CineSpace Studios. Everybody films there, and then Chicago PD just got picked up for a third season. Chicago Fire, I think they on season 4 or 5. And all of this films locally. Empire, everything's filmed in Chicago.